Hope everyone is doing great. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to take an angle on planning strategies, planning business strategies, and the crucial key component of doing so ahead of time so you will be able to focus on the tasks that actually matter. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain how you can crack 50,000 US dollars inside 2 quarters if you plan it right and you execute on everything. Now, obviously, these types of business planning, right? We exactly do that for our clients and we execute on it for them. But if you are on your own and you don't have our help at this very moment, first of all, you should, okay, book a call with us. Second of all, it's no problem because if you execute on this right now, you create this plan, you can copy paste this exact plan, right? It's a step-by-step process in terms of cracking 50,000 US dollars as an online fitness coach inside 6 months. Okay, it's definitely possible, right? Once I started planning my business, once I started structuring it, instead of just slaving away, working too hard, right? Instead of doing the things that actually matter and executing on the main needle mover tasks, so to speak, right? We call these needle movers. That's when I started cracking big bucks. Okay, so I can tell you a little bit of a personal story. So naturally speaking, I am an extremely messy person. Okay, messy in terms of schedules, right? I have ADHD. Actually, at a very early age, I was diagnosed with ADHD. Ever since, I got a little bit better in that, right? But in business, if I can say, if I ever had any type of talent, right, which I'm not the most talented person in business, neither you should be in order to succeed in business, right? My talent was always, being a little bit more empathetic, charismatic, like understanding people, understanding what people need, right? So sales, for example, was never an extremely hard thing for me. Okay, obviously proper sales is always hard, so you need to learn the systems. This is also what I teach, but as a basic talent, right? Now, I always was crazy envious in the beginning of people, right? Let's say who were software engineers before they became a business owner, right? Who are, you can think like in systems, right? Like what I always noticed is I can work extremely hard. That's another talent of mine, right? I can work extremely hard. I can do everything that I can for my business, right? I can work 14 hours a day for our clients, right? If needed, right? But one thing I was never really good in the beginning is working in a systemized way. And exactly because I was never good in this and I took feedback from my mentors in the beginning, this was the exact specific thing that I went the hardest on. And once I started fixing this, like I can very confidently say now probably I am one of the most organized people that I know, right? I'm extremely organized, I'm extremely structured, and basically I'm an addict to systems for this very reason, right? Basically I took control of this ADHD brain that I have, and I started utilizing my talents deeply in actually building structures and systems, right? So if you are, and trust me, when I'm going to tell you this plan, you're probably going to become anxious. Like even if you're an organized person, you're going to have a little bit of anxiety because you're 100% not having this type of system, which is completely normal. Okay, you don't have the experience, but if you follow this system, or if you design a system like this for yourself, but most importantly, if you follow this exact system, you're absolutely going to crush it. Okay, so how are you going to in 6 months get from zero US dollars generated to 50,000 US dollars generated per month, right? How are you going to scale as an online fitness coach? Let's start in January, okay? These are the types of business plans that we are designing for our clients, and I'm also having a business plan like this, okay? So the most important part of a plan is no matter how hard you work, there is something we call busy work. There are tasks that you're doing every single day, or brainstorming sessions, right, that you're doing every single day, or being confused with where to go with your business, what's next task is important, that don't take your head, right? We call this busy work. It's work, you get tired, but it's not something that is going to get you ahead or that is going to get your business ahead in a real way. And because, like, why need to plan at least 6 months ahead, but more so even in a year ahead? Because you will see that if you actually plan out every single month ahead and you will plan out the main things that you need to do, the number one things in order to take this company ahead, you will realize that you're spending your time with so much shit on a regular daily basis that doesn't even take your company ahead. That is crazy. And you don't actually focus on the needle mover tasks. But if you would be doing these few tasks that needs to be done by the end of the month, doesn't matter what happens, cash flow will be a side effect. Okay, this is why also our program is crazy good, because we create this for our clients and we execute on that, and the cash flow is a side effect for them, right? It's an implementation program. Now let's start in the beginning. First of all, you need to analyze background, okay? Second, you need to create a hyper expert persona, okay? Analyze your background. I don't care. You definitely have something special about you. Your work background, your personal journey of losing weight, your personal journey of gaining muscle, your personal journey of overcoming confidence issues through fitness, your personal journey of how you're crazy busy, let's say, I don't know, as a financial worker, right? And you still got fit, right? Your background as a pro bodybuilder, your background as a marathon runner, your background as a um, as a calisthenics athlete, right? Doesn't matter. You do have a background that you can utilize and you can base your target audience on, and that you can create a hyper expert persona around, right? Recognize your micro niche. This means targeting. Okay, I talk a lot about this, right? Recognize the ideal target audience that you can sell for high prices, that can afford your program, right? They're financially qualified. They have deep level pain. Find that deepest level, one single pain that you want to solve. One method, one solution, create your own solution inside your micro niche, make it the least effort possible, the fastest results possible, and create basically this hyper expert persona micro niche around that very specific target audience of one single solution. It's that easy. You have your niche, okay? Create 15 real copies and create 15 carousel copies. This is going to be your first portfolio, okay? With 30 content pieces, you can easily crack $10,000, $20,000, right? You don't need a lot of content, okay? Because many people think that they need a lot of content. They don't, okay? Then you're going to optimize your Instagram highlights, okay? Once you created this, write the copy, okay? Record the reels, like all these things, right? Create the carousel post, right? One carousel post, one reel, generally speaking, that's how you should post, okay? This is the exact process that we do for our clients, okay? As long as the content is good and your offer is good, make sure that you share as much value in those content pieces as possible. Optimize your Instagram highlights, mostly for client results. If you don't have client results yet, talk about your own journey, okay? That's very important, but show as much evidence as possible, okay? If like show as much tasty food that you eat and you're still fit, right? Show your workouts a little bit, right? That you don't really work out a lot. Show that you're working in front of a desk, right? Show all of these things, right? Make sure that you show as much credibility and proof as possible. That's what Instagram highlights are for. Create 4 content assets on YouTube. First, main content asset, the one that explains your entire method, right? Very important. And then create other 3 content assets explaining different steps inside your method. Okay, this is the easiest way. Then you have 4 extremely high converting content assets where you're literally sharing all of your best information for free, and then you can start the implementation of your method. Okay, send all that to our editor. This is what we do for our clients, right? We send it to our editor. So this is exactly what we do for our clients. Okay, but if you're doing it on your own, find an editor, make it a good one. Okay, send it to that. Right, our editor is the best in the industry. Okay, so we only work with the best. Also, when we implement set tests for our clients, so we do like our editor edits our clients' content. Okay, so if you want us to do that, we can do that. Start distributing the content. Okay, basically in January you will distribute the content. Okay, by the way, it's not going to take a full month to distribute this, but if you want to post only once a month, distribute the content. Okay, you can like be a little bit patient until then. February, right? Plug in 1 to 3 feed growth specialists, okay? After you know this, right, and you know your target audience, plug in a feed growth specialist, okay? This is what we do for our clients. Now, on your own, you would need to start doing manual outreach because you need to understand how DMs are done, okay? But nonetheless, if you're doing it for yourself, it's not going to be as effective as if you have sectors, okay? Because it's higher volume, they do it better than you, okay? You need to learn how to generate leads, generally speaking, right? Watch our YouTube, okay? Watch every single DM framework video. I can send our entire DM framework to you if you text me on Instagram, okay? So use that, utilize that, practice it for a couple of weeks, then you can hire a feed growth specialist, right? Feed growth specialist means, like, obviously for our clients to jump through this process, right? They don't need that because we immediately install feed growth specialists based on their offer that are specializing in fitness offers. Okay, generate attention on 3 channels. Okay, start sending messages outbound. So that's what it is. Outbound is generating attention, booking calls. Fine tune the lead generation system, right? Get feedback. Okay, basically this one is to validate the offer. Okay, leverage the content assets in the DM. So once you created the content assets, the YouTube videos, if you're doing it for yourself, leverage those in the DMs. Okay, pre-sell your prospects whenever you're talking. Pre-sell your prospects. Okay, pre-sell leads with stories and content assets. Okay, convert, right? Focus in your content for conversion. Okay, get minimum 1 qualified call a day because it's extremely easy. So in a couple of weeks you can start booking calls, right? Like basically, generally speaking, on day 1, if you do everything well and you have a feed growth specialist, you're going to book a call, right? Generally speaking, if you're doing it on your own and you learn a little bit about DMs, you're not going to do it immediately, right? But that's how you should book a call with us, and we can do it really quickly. Plug in our sales pitch, right? We have a sales pitch. Okay, if you don't have a sales pitch yet, I actually uploaded a video on that. Send me a message on Instagram. I can send it over to you so you can start closing 30 to 50%. Okay, Start closing for 3K immediately. You don't need to sell for lower price, right? And crack your first 50K cash collected, right? Quite literally, in February, you can do that, right? As long as you sell, what, 5 clients for 3K, if you book one call a day, it should be able to be the field growth specialist. That's what our clients are doing, right? You can crack 15K. Like Patrick, for example, cracked 24K in less than 8 weeks of working with us, right? It should be crazy easy. Okay, obviously that's because our clients are literally on the skyrocket towards success. But if you're doing it on your own, maybe it will take a little bit more than 4 weeks. Maybe you're going to do it in the next month of the quarter, right? Like you need to think in quarterly terms. You should have a main goal for every single quarter. Okay, but doesn't matter, right? The main thing is in this month, experience, figure out the DM framework, plug in an appointment setter, and ideally you get at least your first client. Okay, but obviously if you're our client, that's like basically guaranteed result. So March, write that copy, okay, because now you have the offer validated. Now you're working with clients, extremely easy. Okay, send it to our editor. We send it to our editor. Okay, we write your for our clients, we write their ad copy. Okay, now if you don't know how to write an ad copy, I also have a video about that, funnily enough. Okay, send me a message. I'm going to send you our exact high converting ad copy that has generated me 6K weekends for my own fitness coaching offer. Okay, so send me a message, copy that, try to start an ad. Okay, if you join our program, we're going to personalize an ad copy around you based on my ad copy. Okay, so it's going to be absolutely guaranteed to work. All right. Also check out what kind of ad system we are using. We use a very specific feed scale specialized, this is our speciality at FeedScale. We use a very specific type of ad, okay, a very specific type of ad funnel. Is the highest converting ad funnel ever because it's just loads of value, right? We always do value based. That's how people convert, okay? So we send it to our editor, obviously, let's say, continue the previous process, right? Very important, right? Field growth specialists are doing the work. If you don't have a setter yet, send the messages yourself, but you should have hired a setter by them. Launch an ad, 10 to 20 followers a day. You don't need more, okay? With a 10% booking rate, you don't need more. Fine tune the ad, relaunch if needed, if you need to fix the targeting. If you don't know how to do that, okay, this is a bit more of a complicated process. I don't have videos of that on my YouTube because that's personalized on every single for every single individual and every single ad. So if you do have an ad running right now and it doesn't convert, okay, you can send me a message and I can create a personalized breakdown video of your ad, your specific ad, okay? I can do that completely for free, no problem. I want everyone to succeed. If you don't want to fall into any mistakes and you want your first ad to hit home, right, then definitely sign up with our program, okay? So that's book a call with us, okay? I can't say that enough. Field growth specialist, start booking 1 to 2 calls a day, okay, from the ad, because obviously if you have the setter, this is why you need to start the ad after you hire your first setter, because you validated your offer, you know you can close. Now the ad is running, the field growth specialist can take care of that. Overall, 3 to 5 calls, right? Because with this, you had 1 call a day, 3 to 5 calls with the ad, crack first 30K. Okay, once the ad is running, you can crack your first 30K. April, right? This is the second quarter. Okay, so now you are 3 months in. Basically, you're scaling in skyrocket speed. Again, if you're doing it on your own, right, it might take a little bit longer time. So this 3-month period might take a little bit more, like 6 months. Okay, but generally speaking, if you are writing this plan and you're executing on everything, this is exactly how it should go, right? Quite frankly, okay, April. You scale the ad, you up the ad spend because now you validated the ad, it works, it converts, it's profitable, you can scale the ad. You start raising prices, you qualify even harder for leads in terms of financial qualification. You start creating a case study flywheel because by now you have client results, right? So the more client results you have, the more credibility you show, right? It's an upward spiral. Just with this, because you get more leads from the ad, you raise prices, you're going to hit 40K a month, right? You need to sell less people for a higher price. You have more leads even than before. You can qualify them harder, right? You can be way more selective. May plug in a client success manager so you can delegate client fulfillment if you want to do that, right? For our current company, for example, I want to coach every single one of our clients one-on-one because at this very moment, right, I want to get the best results for our clients. Okay. Now, obviously, how we scale, right? Obviously, by the end of this year, we want to become market leaders. Okay. Like we might not be able to do it at this capacity. Okay, we have booked so many calls, and we have like a client base is going up. Like I literally need to send people away from sales calls and different, because we have so many clients at this very moment. So I'm not sure how long we will be able to maintain literally just one-on-one coaching without a client success manager, right? But anyways, by this time, you can hire a client success manager and then follow the previous process. In June, you plug in a closer because by now you have loads of leads, right? You're making loads of cash. You follow the previous process. You crack first $50,000 cash collected, right? It's this easy, right? As you see, the first 3 months, When you validate your offer, you create your offer, you hire the first setter, and you start your first ad, that's the hardest part. Okay, from there you just scale everything. Okay, it's crazy easy to go from 30K to 50K to 100K. It's insanely easy. I can't even explain how easy it is. Okay, to get through here, right? Especially if you're doing it on your own, that's a little bit more difficult to figure out the DMs. Mostly figuring out the DMs, right? And mostly figuring out what ad to post and posting the right one. So this is where the pitfalls can be. So here I am telling you, in your best interest, if you want to get this done for you in this speed, right? We have done this in dozens and dozens of clients. It's always the same exact process based on the individual. We personalize the whole process around you, one-on-one, book a call with us. I am not sure how long we will be able to service our clients, just me and my brother, exactly one-on-one. That's I'm not 100% sure how long you will be able to get direct 24/7 access specifically to us, and we are not going to hire a few client success managers, right? Later down, we are probably going to transition into group coaching. Okay, we will try to maintain. Okay, we will do our best because I want to stay a one-on-one company forever. But at this current rate, we might not be able to do that. So if you do want this in this quality, how I exactly explained right now, okay, for the current price, right, 100% book a call with us, and we'll do this whole system for you. Okay, check out all the other YouTube videos. If you need any of the documents that I mentioned, send me a message on Instagram. Start executing on this, and let's make some fucking cash. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.